na senator akiwa Onyoka yuko pale nani senior council James Orengo vile vile tunapendeza kupatana pale Shamo hoho. Tunawakaribisha wote, sisi ndio Sifuna, tuko na Babu Owino. Tunasema ni babu kwa sababu bila babu ni taabu.
There is something that most of Kenyans are not getting it right. But in this video, guys, let me try to explain to you this. And if you agree with me, let's have a conversation in comment section. What I'm trying to observe in this Republic of Kenya is what most of the people are not yet to accept it. You know, when you look critically, the Linda Mwananchi, the tours that they are having in this country, today they are in Vihiga, tomorrow they will be in Kisumu. In any other way, I may say that these people are working for William Samoei Ruto. You know, most of the people are not going to agree with me to that. But what I beg you, just listen to my observation, or rather the points that I'm yet to interpret that backs my statement that this group, if you watch it keenly, they are working for William Samoei Ruto. You know, they have taken me back in 2021 to try to figure out. We had Okoa, Kenya, and we had the camp of the one that has Raila Amolo Odinga, and we have now the Tanga camp that now zilikuwa with William Samoei Ruto. And this, there were three camp as we are witnessing today. Now, the one camp is for the Rigathi Gachagua, the other camp is for the Edwin Sifuna, and the other camp is for the William Samoei Ruto broad-based government camp. At the end of the day, we need to have only two camps. That is how Kenya's politics is structured. Right from 2013, from our new constitution, we have CORD coalition. In the other, they had Jubilee coalition. And now, in 2017, we had NASA. In the other one, they had their own coalition. And in 2022, we had Azimio, and the other one, they had their own coalition. You cannot say that in 2027, things will be different. We are going to have one camp of Rigathi Gachagua and the other camp of William Samoei Ruto. And where I sit, this camp of Edwin Sifuna, they are likely to join William Samoei Ruto come 2027. Before I give you my view, guys, what you need to do in case this is your first time coming across us, kindly please click that subscribe buttons, then allow notification buttons to be on. Whenever we shall be producing interpretation politics video like this one, you will be the first person to get a notification. Where I think my first point is that look at the interest of these two movements. And the interest I want you to look, don't look at that interest of Ruto must go. Look at this interest in this angle. Most of them, as we speak now, they are keenly to ensure that they win the support of the ground, more so those ground that are originally ground of Raila Amolo Odinga, and that is the ODM ground. And in the other side, Ruto is keenly to ensure that ODM is splitted right at the middle of the center. And when the ODM will be splitted, automatically that there is no camp that will be commanding in initial or rather previous ground of Raila Amolo Odinga politically. Meaning that now in Luo Nyanza we're having two camps. And these things zinaonekana. How comes that ODM will be sponsoring Gladys Wanga for the governor and still Ruto will be sponsoring Kidero for governor? Let's look at these things critically. So, the main objective of Ruto with the ODM party is to split it. And I'm saying so backing on Rigathi Gachagua's allegation. And you have seen that there's no way Rigathi Gachagua can talk about something and that something ikatai kutendeka. It's something that it will come to happen. And for Ruto to split the ODM party. He needed to split it. And the split was right at the center. The center meaning that we have some people that will accept to work with him, and we have some of the people that will not accept to work with him. And that is for his benefit, not even the benefit of those who will have now faction. You get? So from there, this group, the so-called Linda Mwananchi, they will be now having their own tours, they will having their own doing all of their own stuffs. And for them to succeed from all their movement, Ruto will now ensure that they send police to distract this group so that it can be seen that this group government hawaitaki. You cannot say that each and every rally that Sifuna will having, lazima will have police there, people trying as much as they can to block them, tear gas everywhere. You cannot say that each and every their public rally. This thing is just structured to achieve some of objective of William Samoei Ruto, so that Kenyans will now watasema, okay, this group, it seems that is the group that has the spirit of Raila Amolo Odinga. So what should we do? Wacha tuachane with this OTM of Oburu Odinga, and now let's move to join the camp of Edwin Sifuna. And from that camp, Kenyans tend to line the person who seems to be weak, and automatically the person in these two ODM, Linda Grant and Linda Mwananchi, the faction of Edwin Sifuna, it's perceived to be weak, it's perceived to be targeted, it's perceived to be the camp that the government is on it. So logically speaking, meaning that this camp automatically will win the support of the people of initial Raila Amolo Odinga support base. And from that line, people will start now to dump the real ODM as they join Is It People Renaissance Movement Party. And from that, Ruto will have now succeeded to ensure that ODM is not having say in its support base. So that after that now, will now come to the real politics. Already UDA is clear that you are not going to do any zoning, meaning that if you want to run in Homa Bay, we shall sponsor a UDA candidate and will sponsor a ODM candidate. And from that line, Ruto has ensured that ODM candidate is weak, meaning that it is automatically UDA candidate that is going to win in that, let me say, locality, be it a member of parliament, be it a gubernatorial seat, senatorial seat, or rather an MCA. Is UDA that is going to win. And these things, I'm not the one who is first to talk about. Rigathi Gachagua, was it yesterday? He was clear that ODM will ensure, he was clear that UDA will ensure that they win all seats, be it the parliamentary seat, governor seat in Kisumu, in Nyanza specifically, so that UDA, it will now have a majority in Luo Nyanza rather than the other part of this country, only through this wrangle that you are witnessing in it. And it can happen. Why am I saying so? If Ruto managed to enter into mountain and kick away Uhuru Kenyatta, who was the former president of this republic by that time, then what about Luo Nyanza? It is just easy for him. Gladys Wanga will be just wanapayuka, but behind the scene, Ruto is identifying the strong candidate. Ruto is identifying who can win there. Ruto is identifying a candidate can really defeat this Linda Grant movement. They need to say it early. And now, why is it Linda Mwananchi helping him? Linda Mwananchi is helping him by now taking away the people perceived to be of Raila Amolo Odinga. So they will have a weak, very weak ODM, and all the people will have joined the Linda Mwananchi group. That is my other aspect as it is. So they are helping him greatly. from where I sit, they are helping him kabisa in every activities that they are doing. You know, they may be tear gassed, they may be seeing wanafanywa ABCD, but deep down the line, they are helping William Samoei Ruto 100+1. The objective number 2 that they have, and it's still also helping William Samoei Ruto, is their mission. What is their mission? If I may ask, what is the mission of Linda Mwananchi? What is their mission? And what is the mission of William Samoei Ruto? And the mission of William Samoei Ruto, we all know, Rigathi Gachagua once said it. His mission is to ensure that he split ODM right at the middle of center. Or rather, his mission is to completely demolish the ODM, the new party of Edwin Sifuna alleged has been launched in this country, the People Renaissance Movement, meaning that now ODM has automatically split. What he wanted is now achieving it. The People Renaissance Movement, the party that is now aligned to Sifuna, it is a clear indication that ODM has now completely died a natural death. I normally say the people that were in ODM, there were only 3 people. They were the engine of ODM. The late Raila Amolo Odinga, most of you will agree with me on that. And Babu Owino, despite the fact that, or rather in spite the fact that he held no position in that party, but he was a vibrant, he was popular after these 2 that I'm going to mention, and the last one, he was Edwin Sifuna. Those are the only engine that was in the party. So when the engine dies and the engine moves to create another vehicle, which vehicle will be strong? The vehicle that engine imechukuliwa and ikatengenezwa huko, that is the vehicle that will be strong compared to the vehicle that engine yake imebaki pale very weak. Even though you put it in a new brand machine and to put a weak engine, this engine will not function. But now, even though you pick this a very powerful engine and you put it in a very vehicle that imezeeka, this vehicle can move. So from there, the mission was now accomplished. The other group has managed to form their own party, for that good for them. And the other group has managed also to be splitted right in the middle of the center. Who benefits? Let's just discuss who benefits there. Ni nani ana benefit? Who benefits? Automatically William Samoei Ruto. And from where I sit, I'm not supporting any camp, but we all say one term, but the high chances of Ruto be re-electing using all this you are seeing on grounds, this faction, they are real opposition, but okay, wacha tuwinde fisi na huku tusiwinde pamoja. Hii fisi ule muindaji mnawinda, mwingine anawindia huku, mwingine anawindia kule, one camp may decide to join the fisi, waseme tumekuinda, tumekushinda, and the camp, your guess is good as mine. Until that time, this is MKUU Politics. What you need to do, subscribe and stay tuned for the next political interpretation. It's more of analysis, more of interpretation as we move on forward. All in all, bye-bye. Let's meet in the next video, probably today in the evening. I'll be doing some of the analysis on the Linda Mwananchi tour that will be in Vihiga as we wait for tomorrow in Kisumu. And with that, guys, stay tuned, stay subscribed, share the video, and also support me by liking it and dropping your comment in comment below. And with that, guys, peace and love.
And with that, guys, thank you for choosing Kenya Political Brief as your primary news platform, more so on politics. Kindly please share this video to a friend. If politics is your passion, this is the place you really wish to be. Kindly subscribe. Bye bye.